Hello, welcome to this tutorial. We'll cover in this video the Hello CI world. It's just a simple GitHub Action job. If you remember from our previous video, we've seen what are the main keywords and how to use them, how to configure jobs. And you remember before I started by emphasizing that we need to have your YML file under this repository. So let's go on. So on my right side, you can see my terminal. I'm already inside this directory, which contains my the material. What we're gonna do, we first gonna create this repository, which is .github workflows. And then we need to create a file, OML file. Let's call it main ML. Okay, what we have is just use your favorite editor, and we're gonna add the following. Okay, let's add a name, which is example, and then define which event it's on push event, and then let's describe the job. Let's just make a simple job with name greeting, which runs on Ubuntu latest. And then let's give some steps. Then write run echo hello world. You can feel free to copy paste. And then we can do this in two ways. In the first place, we're gonna try this locally. You remember in the very first video, we introduced this Nectos Act tool. Now it's time to use it. We can type Act L just to list. This will look under the repository, any file with a which is a YML file, and then look inside and see what jobs we have. Oh, we see that we have an error on line 7. Let's see what's wrong here. So you might know that um, this tool is not a YML validator, but it can help to catch up some error before you go further pushing or do whatever action you want to take. But of course, I've provided some validator, but sometimes you should be careful and understand your mistake here. So here is easy to catch up the mistake. As you can see, I just forgot a space. Okay, now let's run. Oh, we can see now it works. Here you have the name of your, you remember we have the name, which is greeting, the name of the job is greeting, and also give you some stage. Okay. Then what to do next? Let's run locally this job. Act -G and the name of the job, which is greeting. Now you can see the name of the workflow, the name of your job. You can have some information here. Then there is a Docker image here, and then you can see your command and the result. Okay, now you have successfully add this simple job and run it locally. It's fine. So in the second place where we do, let's just now add these changes and add it to your GitHub. What you're gonna do next is to uh, let's make first a working branch and make a new branch with name feature add actions. Okay, now you can see we've switched to a new branch, which is a working branch. Then let's now add the new file we just created and the workflow. Then we can commit with message my first action. Then we can push you and origin and the name of our working branch. So we can now go to open the GitHub and so I already have it here. So you can see that there is some recent changes added to my repo, remote repository. You will find an icon here, actions, and then if you click, you can find your changes. My first actions, so it already finished, it was fast. And you can, on the left, you will find a summary, how many jobs. In our case, we have a single job. And if you want more details, so you have also access, if you'd like to check the content of your YML file, you also have details here. You can have all information and status of your job. Let's go back to our tutorial page. What you can do next, maybe when you are happy with your changes and your CI succeeded, you would maybe would like to add it to merge your working branch into your master branch. If you go back to this page, you can see that you can initiate a pull request. And maybe there's also another feature that would interest maybe some of you, is this work in progress. You can mark your 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 pull request with this WIP, and then let's say here we request a pull request. You can add work in progress, and this branch will be, as you can see here, you will be waiting for you finish to work on it, and then you can merge after then. But you should know that in GitHub, this feature is not a built-in function in GitHub. You would have to go to this marketplace. So as you can see, I already have this application that helps us to add a work in progress, but it's new for public repository. Okay, so congratulations, you've now added your very first job to your GitHub account. In the next video, we will do a practical more exercises on your to add to an existing project. See you in that next video. Thank you.